Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to talk about that thing that we talk about sometimes, and that is that a new trademark has gone and been filed over in Japan that looks a lot like it is for a Pokemon TCG set, and we need to have a chat about it. It's Ninja Spinner, and I think we can all make a bit of a guess about this one. And I am not confident at all that we are right. Now, as always, do remember there is no guarantee that this is, in fact, a new Pokemon TCG set. But I work with people like lovely Primal Lugia, Matthew Arrive, and Cerebi, and we're pretty good at this point, right? Where we see this stuff and we have a look and we make sure it is actually something worth getting excited about. It has been filed in the same way TCG set trademarks are, and no, it is not a guarantee, but it is pretty likely, and I will remind you our hit rate here is pretty gosh darn good. So what's the obvious answer here, and why don't I necessarily believe it? It's Greninja, innit? Like, the obvious answer here is Greninja. This is absolutely screaming, yelling from the rooftops, Greninja! You got to imagine, right? Ninja Spinner? I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Greninja? I mean, how about the special illustration rare from Twilight Masquerade with all of those ninja stars? Or the really ridiculously nice promo version with all of those ninja stars. Or how about the illustration contest with the attack coordinator shuriken? Or the raiding Greninja with Moonlight Shuriken? I could keep going, but I think you probably get the point at this stage. Come on. This one, Ninja Spinner, it's literally a ninja frog that throws ninja stars that spin. This is the obvious answer. And it is, as far as I am concerned at least, this is a very obvious answer. But I think there's something else which is very, 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 very important to be pointing out here that I'm hoping everybody else is keeping in mind when we look at this stuff. We are ignorant. There is a gaping hole in our knowledge, a gigantic, immense, gaping hole in our knowledge. Because we know that the next block of the Pokemon TCG is going to be Megas. We know that for a fact. We know that's going to be the case. We know that Megas are coming. Not only do we know that Megas are coming, but we know that everything that's coming out at the moment, all of these trademarks, etc., that are being filed, these are coming after the Mega sets have begun. And we know that the Mega sets are very much in line with Legend ZA, which is set in Kalos, and is bringing back Mega Pokemon. You see where we're going with this? Maybe there's a Mega Greninja. Maybe this isn't regular Greninja. Maybe this is Mega Greninja. We don't know. Could be. Could be Mega Greninja. Here's the thing, though. It could also be literally anything else. Because if we don't know whether there's a Mega Greninja or not, we also don't know what's happening in terms of other Pokemon. Are there going to be some new Pokemon? Probably. Because there were new Pokemon in Legends Arceus. That was a thing, remember? There weren't many of them, they were absolutely there. And one of them, we could be looking here. The example I always give here is the combined set. We had a dual set over in Japan, and it was Silver Lance and Jet Black Poltergeist. That was a double set, and we first saw that when the trademarks came out. And when the trademarks came out, we looked at these and I went, I mean, Jet Black Poltergeist? Maybe that's Gengar? That makes sense. Silver Lance could be almost any Ice-type Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure. And then I played the Sword and Shield DLC. And I met Glastrier and Spectria and Ice Rider and Shadow Rider Calyrex. And I went, oh! Oh yeah, no, that's obvious. Incidentally, this is the reason why I can now justify having to play the Pokemon games at launch as work. Because actually, when it comes to things like trademarks, etc., I need that knowledge of the Pokemon world, the Pokemon, the trainers, the locations, and everything else to inform my analysis of the card game. So, yes, we could look at this and go, Ninja Spinner, obviously Greninja, and I've made that argument for you, and I think it absolutely sounds like Greninja. But we also need to look at this and go, this is going to be after the Mega Block has started, presumably a Mega Set, although we don't know that for certain. And so it's post-Legend ZA. So the reality is there could be something that we don't know about yet, but we play Legend ZA when it comes out and we go, oh, yeah, obviously it's that. We're not there yet. We don't have that information. And that's the point that I want to make here. Just be a little bit careful, because there's going to be an awful lot of people that want to look at this and go, obviously it's Greninja. There's no way it could be anything other than Greninja. And I would look at this and say, well, right now I might agree with you, but I'm not sure that's going to hold as we go. Because also, is Greninja really big enough as a Pokemon to carry a set? I mean, we all love Greninja, don't get me wrong. Greninja got a V-Union in its own box, and that was lovely. We got that Greninja Super Premium collection not too long ago. Pokemon love doing Greninja products and Greninja things. But an entire booster pack set based around Greninja? Now again, we might see something in Legend ZA where we go, oh, yes, perfect sense. I get that. Greninja is now way more important than it was before, so it makes perfect sense that Greninja would have its own set. But all along, what I'm saying here is very simple. Let's have a little bit of caution. The only thing we know for absolute certain is that a trademark has been filed for Ninja Spinner. And we are fairly sure, but we cannot be 100% certain, that it is for a Pokemon TCG expansion. That is it in terms of what we actually know. After that, there's an awful lot of supposition, and although I absolutely agree, and I made the argument straight away here, that Greninja sounds like the most obvious thing here, because we don't know about Legend ZA, and by the way, when the trademark's filed in June, there is no way this set is coming out before Legend ZA. There is absolutely no way that is happening. So we need to hold our horses just a little bit here, because it may well happen that something comes out that changes everything. And again, I'm not sure Greninja as a Pokemon is big enough to carry a set. Yes, it's a first partner Pokemon, but is that enough? Like, don't get me wrong, one of the booster pack images for Forbidden Light was Greninja. Cool booster pack. But it was just one of the ones for Forbidden Light. It was not the whole shebang. I'm a little bit excited about this because if we think about recent trademarks that have been filed, we've been on easy mode for a little while. We keep getting trademarks coming along, and I look at them and I'm like, well, it's obviously that. Like, the most recent trademark that we got filed that we had to look at here was Inferno X. Well, obviously Inferno X is going to be Mega Charizard X, which incidentally I do believe is very much big enough to carry a set on its own. That I have no real worries about. Mega Charizard compared to Greninja, yes. But then again, maybe Mega Greninja is a thing now. And it does have its own set. Maybe that's a piece of information that we're missing. And, you know, Black Bolt and White Flare, they weren't exactly difficult sets to figure out what they were going to be, were they? No. Black Bolt and White Flare were obviously the black and white set. Zekrom and Reshiram. That's pretty easy. Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. Well, obviously Mega Brave is a Lucario set, and Mega Symphonia is a Mega Gardevoir set. We've been on easy mode for a little while now. It's kind of fun to have a trademark like this, where I can't just look at it and tell you what it is. Yes, it seems obvious that it's Greninja. But is Greninja alone big enough to carry a set? And is it really sensible to say anything is certain when there's a new Pokemon game coming out in a matter of months that we don't know much about? No, ladies and gentlemen, no, it's not. But I've told you everything you need to know. I've given you all of my predictions, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think this might be. Tell me if you think it is Greninja or not, and why. Let me know in the comment section. Good us. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Dingus, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.